Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the switch and case. Now, this is very exciting. And switch and case is a control flow. It abstracts out the if statements, right? So if we want to branch out our code, we could have said, for instance, if users clicked open, then do this, else do this. Then if users, else if user did this, then we want this to happen. So you notice that as we have all these commands that we need to put together, branch out our code or branch out our logic, so things that need to be done, we may end up having a very long if statement, and it's very hard to maintain and figure out where the bugs are and what's going on. Okay, so that's the reason why the switch case is really the best. So let's go ahead and take a look. So what that means is the following. I'm going to go ahead and so here I'm going to go ahead and say switch case. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is for the switch statement, switch case statement, we need to have some sort of the expression which we are evaluating. Meaning, for instance, I could go ahead and say var, and I'm going to say age, and I'm going to give it a default age of 18. All right? Depending on the age of a user in this case, and I want to display or let them know that they can do certain things, I could have said if age is equal to 19, then print you are old enough to buy cigarettes. I think this is how you cigarettes. Is that how you spell cigarettes? Doesn't matter. Okay. Of course, that's probably depends on which state you live in and so forth. But you get the idea. And I'm going to say else if age is equal to 17, then print nope, you can't buy that. Okay? And else if age is equal to 14, and I can keep going forever. Okay, now this works, of course, but it's not very maintainable, like I said. So the best way to do this is to actually use the switch case. Now we have here what we are basing off our switch case. So now we can go say switch, look at that, and then we pass here the expression, which is the age in this case, right? Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead inside here. I'm going to have, for instance, case where age is 19. I say colon, and then I'm going to say break. If that's the case, I want to break out of this statement because I'm done. In other cases, say case like that. I'm going to say case 20. Say print still good. Say break, okay, to be safe. Case 89, print too old. You see, you get the idea here. So this is just an example. This could have been, for instance, a command if you're building a game, or could have been a name, or could have been whatever else, whatever that we're trying to evaluate, and depending on which case that we are fetching, we do certain things, right? So this is print old enough, we break, in its case it's 20, still, and go. And we can add as many as we want. So you can see now it's easier for us to go say, okay, if I'm debugging this, I know, okay, this is the case 19, so I can do anything that a 19-year-old can do. Now, the other thing that is really awesome is that whenever you're using switch case, it's very important for you to have a default. Okay? What is a default? It's just a statement that in case, there we go, in case of none of these options here are selected or running, the default is also going to be, I can say print, oh, forgot the break. Okay, so I'm going to say print default, and I can add, just go say age, something like this. Okay, so if you go ahead and run, it says default 18. Okay, keep at it. I know this may not seem very glorious or glamorous, but it is very exciting nevertheless, because we are learning here and we're moving through and getting things done. I hope you are still excited because I am very excited. What's there not to be excited about? This is really fun. All right, perfect. So good job, and I'll see you next time.